Hi everyone, it's me, Ernest or Sailor Earth here. And today a lot of folks out there want to know, how did the Sailor Moon followership handle me coming along as Sailor Earth? Well, we got to go back to the early beginnings of this. This would have been 2008 YL. And half of the Sailor Moon followership didn't know who I was. The other half did know who I was, and there was a slight out there that was against it. Now, even before I got this doll of me, the only thing folks had was, the drawings, the likenesses, whatever, and that was what it was. Now, a lot of folks in the Sailor Moon followership were open-minded to me being Sailor Earth. A lot of them were for anyone could be a Sailor Fighter. And that was the open-mindedness. Now, for every man and woman in the Sailor Moon followership who were open to this, there were some who were not. Now, we're not going to bring up, screen names or handles or anything like that. They know who they are. Then someone went way, way too far and came up with the belief that I was only crafted to be a slight on Nako Takaguchi. Now let that sink in for a time here. Someone truly believed that my whole ground for being Sailor Earth was only meant to slight the one who made Sailor Moon. Yeah. And that was never true. That was only gatekeeping. Now, the folks in the Sailor Moon followership that want to follow the oversight that says only girls or women can be Sailor Fighters or Sailor Keepers or whatever, that's their own business. But they can't really uphold that or make anyone else uphold it. And yes, it's true that there are drawings of me when I shapeshift, and those are the only drawings out there. If you go look on the interweb, you are not really going to see anything. It's maybe the films that we made on this fairway, and that's it. Everyone else is going to make their Sailor Earth, and their Sailor Earths are all either going to all be women. They're all going to be having the same cast, of yellow and green, which, believe it or not, that's the cast. And no, you're not going to see me on the Sailor Earth on-look film when someone took the Nickelback song, This Is How You Think of Me. No, I would not be on that. And that's alright. If half the Sailor Moon followership knows who I am, and the other half does not, and the one half out there is happy with me being Sailor Earth, then yeah, that's all good in my book. But there's nothing I can do about those in the Sailor Moon followership who are against me for being Sailor Earth, And I know some folks out there, in their mind, truly want the oversight to be this lawful upholding thing. But it's only an oversight. And it's a unholdable oversight that no one beyond Toei and Naiko Takaguchi are going to be the only ones that are going to be upholding oversight, and even they aren't dumb enough to make everyone uphold the oversight. So at the end of the day, being Sailor Earth and being welcomed in the Sailor Moon followership tended to be two unlike things. But it never stopped me from, taking on being answerable for being a Sailor Fighter. Now, everyone's going to have their Sailor Earths, and that's all right. I believe that codename Sailor Earth or hidden name Sailor Earth, Killor, if I'm saying her name right, said it this way. In every world, there is a Sailor Earth twinner, and I just happen to be the Sailor Earth twinner of this world. Now, for all those folks out there that are against me being Sailor Earth, well, alright, then you're against me for being Sailor Earth. It is what it is. And I'm not here to shift your mind or anything like that. But for all you folks that are on my side, thank you.